Ladies and gentlemen, one of my guilty pleasures in life, and I've got a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the Wicked movie the other day because I was really bored and I was watching it with my fiance. And she fell asleep and I kept watching. It was really good. But another one of my guilty pleasures is internet drama, internet beef. I don't really like talking about it because honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know these fucking people. I don't. I observe and I watch, and it's like one of those, I think it's like the Gen Z's generation of The Bachelor or Lost or Survival. You know what I mean? It's just that bullshit content I watch, and it's interesting to watch. It's easy to follow. It's kind of predictable, but sometimes it's not. And I never thought that in 2025, there would be a Twitch streamer that was going to be in trouble for possibly using a shot caller to keep their dog in the view of the camera like eye candy. I never thought they were going to be using I never thought that would be a story. And, well, here we are. And just for y'all's information, if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen a couple of my dogs in the background. And that is, that just naturally happens, right? Right now, they're just chilling. Come here. Don't make me get the shock collar. Come here, boy. Come here. Bro, come on, you lazy ass. See, my dog is lazy. Oh, here's another one. Hi, Mando. Who's your boy? Who's a good boy? Get up here. Say hi to the viewers. Oh, both of y'all want to get up here? Okay, come here. Come here, Mando. Come here. This is Boba. He's a good boy. And Mando's going to go lay down in his favorite spot. Yeah. Boy, aren't you? Yeah, you happy boy. And look at that. Look. Oh, no collar. Oh. All right, go lay down. Okay. So yeah, sometimes my dogs are in the back of the video, and I have two dogs. I love them so much. One of them, Mando, the one that's over here, he has back problems. He gets back spasms, and so like anytime that happens, like pretty much the whole day, he's just shut down. And it really sucks. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's just really, really hard for him to walk around and stuff like that. And he's not that old or anything like that. He's like 5 years old. My first dog, he's like my firstborn type shit, you know what I mean? He's like a child to me. And so if I ever see him in pain, it is very, very it hurts me. It's stressful. It drives me fucking crazy. I don't like it, and it worries me, and I turn into like mama bear type shit, you know what I mean? I want to do anything possible to make sure they're not in pain. So there are going to be people that use shock collars. I know some people where they have like dogs that are kind of fucking wild. They're kind of crazy. They kind of, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the breed. Maybe it's the way they interacted with the owner, that breed of the dog. I don't know. But my buddy's got a shock collar and he needs to use it sometimes. And I get it because his dog is batshit crazy. You never know if he's just going to just one day snap on somebody. It's a good dog to him, but he's still, you never know. And so in those situations, I understand. Use a fucking shock collar. And I'm from the South. Like, I'm from Texas. Like, just a couple years ago, they passed a law where you couldn't have your dog on a fucking chain in the front of the yard, right? I went to Colorado the other day with my fiance, and we had a blast. And there was dogs just tied to fucking trees in the front yard. So everybody's a little bit different culture-wise and stuff like that. Also in Texas, hunting's a huge industry, and a lot of people use hunting dogs, and those dogs aren't typically friendly. Those aren't family dogs or anything like that. They are bred to hunt. So there are different situations. I'm just trying to establish this before we watch this video, because there's a lot of nuance with this topic. Uh-oh, he's effed now. I think I know who he's talking about.
Imagine waking up in the morning and realizing you are the #1 top trending topic, but not for one of your many brain-dead political takes, but for allegedly electrocuting your own dog.
Bro, went Emperor Palpatine on that motherfucker. Turn that dog into fucking ecstatic shock.
As yesterday on Hasan's stream, while talking about America's violence, this happened.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please.
He notices the dog. He's like, oh, man, get back to your spot. Get the fuck back to your spot, motherfucker.
Just fucking go back. Just stop.
I'm memeing on this, honestly. Dude, okay, I want to be clear with something. Shock collars are not illegal. They're not illegal. I'm not saying this is correct, but I'm saying worst case scenario. You're using dog as a prop and you're using a shock collar to control her and make sure that she's staying in that spot your entire stream. And if you don't know, this guy streams for a fucking long time. He's putting hours in, man. And I'm just saying that's worst case scenario. There's probably other things that Hasan has done, like obviously Decoy said at the beginning of the video, with his brain dead takes. Like there's other situations that Hasan has been in his career where he has potentially been up for a ban or a full ban. You know what I mean? He was on the chopping block a lot in like the public's eyes, or maybe his enemy's eyes. And I'm not gonna come out here and be like, oh, he's a piece of shit, but because there's nuance with this whole thing. But yeah, it's not a good look, not at all.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. You're making her stressed. She just literally is.
I would be stressed too if I was getting electrocuted.
So incredible.
My biggest fear is actually electricity. Like bare wires and shit like that. I do not like. I worked construction for a very, very long time. I'm fine with fucking power saws and crazy shit. I'm fine with a lot of stuff, but electricity, that shit scares the fuck out of me.
Incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Later denying he shocked his dog.
And most spoiled dog on the planet is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Now, obviously,
I'm not gonna lie, that was a smooth recovery.
Twitter wasn't buying this narrative.
No.
As in slow motion, it didn't really seem like she clipped herself on anything. Or even XQC broke it down frame by frame, how it appears Hasan reached for something when she yelps.
Yep.
Hand over. About a press.
You know what's diabolical? Like the worst part about the situation, in my opinion, is the fact that he has, if this is true, right? Supposedly, he has the mechanism, the trigger, the button to zap that poor dog at arm's reach when he's on the stream. That is concerning to me. Very like. That's crazy. And a lot of people that have been to his, his stream and stuff like that have come out and talked about like, oh, I've never seen him abuse a dog. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. But you know what's crazy? They probably have seen that little zapper right on his desk.
Yes. Still moving. Now goes forward. I'm assuming probably has let's say a Steam Deck, right? Hand forward. Now, that was his arm forward. Now his hand going forward probably. See? A little bit more.
Go.
Bang. It would be in the next 3 frames. Chat.
I really got a fucking play-by-play.
The likeliness.
I might have wasted $5.
Chad, the likeliness of this being is like 98%.
It's just such a big coincidence. It really is. Like, it's just... Oh, man.
Now, obviously, everything is still speculative, but the more the internet collectively digs into this, the worse it gets for Hasan.
Yeah.
As a time-lapse shows, somehow, Hasan gets his dog to stay still on this tiny mat, strategically framed for his live stream, for over 4 hours.
You had a little break right there for what was that about? Like
People even found
5 seconds
a
or something?
3-month-old video where the dog's
big
collar
stretch.
appears to have a little light on it.
Damn.
As whenever he notices her leaving the frame, she knows to get back on the mat.
That's diabolical, bro. It's like, I just want to run. I just want to stretch out my legs. Don't you want to see a big stretch? Big stretch. Oh, no big stretch. Okay. That's the face of disappointment. Oh, hell no. I got some fucking gnat. Is that a gnat? Get the fuck out of here. I'm finna zap your ass. You lucky I ain't got no fucking, taser. I need to phone a friend.
That's crazy.
Also noticing that whenever the chat starts spamming messages about the dog's freedom, he conveniently scrolls away from it. Digging even further, where he admits to having a shock collar.
My old roommate wanted to use a shock collar for fish and his dogs
So I believe Fish, if you've seen the clip, he has an older dog, looked like a boxer or something with a a real short hair dog, and he's like pulls on its tail and is fucking around and saying, "I'm gonna kill you," or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, I wouldn't pull my dog's tail. That's not very nice, but to each their own, right? He's the owner. I don't think that's really nice, but everyone treats their dog differently, I guess.
For Fish and his dog's barking, I couldn't do it. I have it still. I bought it. They are incredibly effective.
Being warned that the dog's collar is way too tight.
I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's
So I don't even use collars. Like I do not like collars. Like we will put my dog through training about a couple of weeks ago. He passed and everything like that. And I had to go fucking buy a collar, like a stereotypical collar, because I didn't have one since he was a puppy. I just use fucking harnesses when they're out and about, because it's less stress on their neck. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just don't like them. They're like a choking hazard too. You don't know if they get like caught on the fence or something like that. It's just I don't want that possibility. And yeah, they're just way too tight too. It's just, come on, man.
You have to be able to get two
fingers. Yeah,
I can't even get one. I think you're choking her.
One is fucking crazy.
It's a lot of neck meat.
Openly admitting he doesn't care if a dog can breathe correctly.
Just such a lib ass, like, oh dude, please don't get a Frenchie. I just read a Vox article talking about how problematic they are. Like, I don't give a
bro, Frenchies, I'm sorry, like if you like Frenchies, a lot of people think they're cute as fuck. I know one of my I guess buddies, you could say, has a Frenchie, but I think they're like the ugliest things on this fucking planet. They're so disgusting looking.
I know they have breathing problems. I know they're incredibly fucking inbred. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit. This is a dog.
Again, we can't prove he shot his dog yesterday, but we can prove he's a piece of trash.
Shot his dog? What is it, MIA?
Before all this dog controversy came up. So obviously people
we
like
didn't check up on the
former
dog.
co-host Ethan came out against
his
him.
Best friend.
A clip of Hasan Piker is going viral right now of him shocking his dog Kaya for taking one step off of her mat. Let's take a look.
Kaya, please just fucking go.
This is not a good look, man.
I always found it bizarre how Kaya, who's this young, energetic puppy, stayed in 1 square foot of Hasan's room, right in sight of camera, almost like just a prop in his room.
Yep.
Well, now we know why.
Possibly even finding the exact shock collar used. But Legal Mindset is now sharing information on how to inform the authorities.
Oh my fucking god. See, this is the thing, man. I don't know if like place training is real, right? I don't even know if this is illegal. I think it's just fucking not ethical. You know what I mean?
As several people are actually following through on it. Now it seems Reddit is somewhat running coverage for Hasan, as just looking at these massive
absolute true power. Look at this. No, you have lost.
upvoted memes of ultra left Reddit's
turn that dog into Mace Windu, bro.
As apparently this was their line. Now, I normally would show a brief little montage of all the things Hasan has said that should have caused his audience to turn on him, but just because he isn't banned on Twitch for actually saying.
I honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like if people are gonna hate on him and shit like that, and I think it's kind of weird how people like report like. The same situation happened to Ethan, not the same obviously, but people like reported him to like CPS and like had CPS come and like monitor and do interview or some shit like that, right? I don't think this is like a healthy situation where you have fans contacting like police and shit like that, but I get it. A lot of people love animals. I love animals and stuff like that. You know, the dog is like behaving, doesn't like look like a scary dog by any means. It doesn't seem like a not well trained mastiff, you know, because mastiffs are fucking huge. If you haven't been around them, it's like a fucking horse. Their head is it's big. It's fucking scary, man. And the great dogs though, really great dogs. My buddy's got a huge fucking mastiff. That's why it's just coming to my head. And I used to play. My dogs used to play with his when they were puppies. They don't play anymore because like if they just fucking wrestle around. I'm getting off topic, but still. Yeah, this is not a good look. I'm not saying Hasan's a bad guy by any means. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't fucking personally know the guy, and I'm not gonna judge him off of just his fucking opinions, right? We just saw the whole Charlie Kirk situation where a guy got shot and killed over opinion, and then people came out dancing, and it's just fucking despicable. It's fucking evil. It reminds me of that Homelander situation where he just lasered that guy and everybody starts clapping, and it's just I don't like that type of shit, right? I could have a conversation with someone I disagree with on a couple points or a lot of points at that matter. So.
Yeah, doesn't
he can say whatever he fucking wants.
Struck down on YouTube for merely playing the insanely violent things he's called for. So this news appearance is the cleanest version of one of the tamest things he said that even then I still have to lightly censor.
But here's a quote from you about landlords who don't want to rent out their properties. You said, kill them, murder them, let the streets soak in their red capitalist blood.
Bro's got a monologue speech like he's a villain in an anime or something. Like bro, what the fuck?
Doesn't that make you part of the problem with violent discourse?
This was in a conversation that I was having with a landlord friend of mine, and it's of course hyperbolic, and it's not meant to be sincere.
Yeah.
It's not sincere advocacy.
Where now, even...
And I honestly, to that point, like people are gonna shoot the shit. There's so much stuff that's on social media, man. Like you're gonna say stuff when it's said out loud, it's cut out of context. If you're just trying to be satirical or funny or using dark humor, I don't give a fuck, man. It is what it is.
YouTubers are being contacted by Congress to provide receipts as to his online antics.
Believe it or not, someone in the government actually reached out to me and asked if I could actually provide evidence behind these bullet points. And I complied. They told me that they wanted to be prepared in regards to the hearing.
It really seems like the walls are finally collapsing around him, but one, I have zero confidence in establishment Republicans to actually do anything about him, but more importantly, his own audience is actually going to do him in over what they believe he did to his dog. As we've seen time and time again, they're not driven by hard evidence, they're controlled by emotions, which is a bizarre common theme amongst liberal leadership.
Yeah.
I remember when New York Governor Cuomo was known for the nursing home deaths, where people believed he was mainly to blame for all of them, but even that didn't cancel him. It was his treatment of women that got him to resign. Same with California's governor.
Oh my fucking god. That is fucking nuts, man. That is so fucking nuts. And honestly, I feel like this is the problem. Like he just going off of vibes, going off of emotions is such a stupid fucking thing. And I'm gonna say it like there was a time. Oh god, I can't say this, man. I can't say this. I'm gonna get in trouble. There was a very sexist perspective back in the day, and there was reasons why they believed that kind of shit, because a lot of people would go off emotions and they wouldn't go off of logic, right? When you think of women and you think of men, people typically have that stereotypical, you know, men are logical and, you know, women are more emotional. And it's just, I have arguments with people, not even arguments, just like discussions with people that I have different perspectives with, and we talk about issues, and they're just all like motivated by fucking emotion. And you bring up something that's fucking completely logical, like for instance the border situation with how many people came in and all that kind of stuff, and like they're just going off emotion. They're like, oh no, fuck this is wrong. It's like, yeah, this should have never fucking happened. It's just, oh god,
shutting down the state, trying to implement digital passports to access anything, giving random authorities the ability to ask for.
I saw an article the other day where they were still talking about long-term COVID, and they're like, they found the cure, or they found something about it. They understand it now a little bit more. It's a win for the vaccinated, for the people that have long COVID. It's a win. It's just like, what are we doing? Long COVID? You mean the ramifications of you taking something that wasn't tested properly by the FDA with the proper And I get it. We were in a pit. Oh my god, I'm in a ranty mood. Jesus
Your
Christ.
papers and identification.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, reserving indoor fine dining to himself, letting Los Angeles burn multiple times in multiple places.
This is the same guy y'all want to elect president of the United States of America. Okay.
Literally dancing while talking about land grabs, letting the city burn once again during the ice riots, and only getting concerned when he might face consequences. Promoting how well California's firefighters are equipped, then being the single vetoing vote against them getting a raise.
This is giving me a
as
headache,
he needs
man.
that money to protect illegals. But only when he painted President Trump in women's clothing, that's when ultra-left Reddit drew the line and suddenly said, now we can't support him. As honestly, all this criticism is long overdue, but it's just interesting what it takes for the left to finally turn on you. Newsom can ruin lives for the last 5 years through his lockdowns, forced medical procedures, and literal burning of entire communities to the ground. But
y'all don't realize, like, the lockdowns really psychologically fucked people up in California. You gotta imagine there's a lot of elderly people that were stuck in their homes. For instance, my grandmother, my grandfather passed a little while ago, and 2020 comes around and she's stuck in her house by herself constantly, and then she's watching the news, and she watches sports and stuff, but mainly the news, and she's constantly watching the news, and she's constantly getting that fucking bullshit fed to her. You know what I mean? And then it seems like the world is out to get you. It feels like the world is an evil place. And you know what? People, especially people that are older, that you can lose yourself in that. And it's sad, it's traumatic, and it's, I think, I'm gonna go past it.
The only thing they won't let you do is think it's funny to see Trump in a dress. Hasan can direct his audience to violence,
That's
say
where he
America
crossed the line.
deserved 9/11, and basically contradict himself in every sentence. But if he possibly shocked his dog, only then will Reddit finally say, wait, why are we making this guy rich and famous?
Wait, they finally are turning on him? Because I don't think that's the case. I think people are going to play defense no matter what for this guy. I really do. And I have nothing against the fucking dude. I really don't. Like, he could do whatever the fuck he wants. I think if he did use a shot caller to pretty much keep her in the same spot, I think that's fucked up. I do. I don't know if that's illegal or not. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Is that fucking animal abuse? Comment down below if you think it is, or if you don't. I'm not a fucking expert by any means, even though I've been around dogs for a very, very long time. It's just weird to me, man. It really is.
So if you appreciate my concise, to commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Great breakdown by Decoy. If you're not subscribed to him, go give him a sub, man. Go give him a like. Go comment on his video. Go interact with his video. Go watch his video. His videos are great, man. I can't say it enough. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna come of this. I don't think there's you can look at the XQC play-by-play and all that kind of stuff, but we're all making assumptions what he's leaning for, what he's clicking, if she's wearing the collar or not. There's just not enough proof to have a solid to overrule the bias of the Twitch staff, the moderation team. And even if they weren't biased to Hasan, I don't know if this would be enough to ban him. I think if he didn't have the bias, they would have probably gave him a 2-day ban or something like that, just because it's not 100% provable. Because they're a private company that can do whatever the fuck they want. But if they don't, there's an issue. And I don't know. I haven't heard any news of him getting banned or talks of him being banned or anything like that from actual Twitch moderation. So yeah. Remember, if he doesn't get banned for this, Twitch approves of animal abuse. Yeah. I don't know about that, but still, yeah. So far, Twitch allows slander, bullying, terrorism. Oh, Jesus. Read more. Oh, and animal abuse. Of course. Sure. Yes. Even if he didn't shock the dog, the 4-hour-long sped-up clip of the stream showing how the dog was laying there for the entire duration of the stream, and the single time he moves, Hasan yells at him, and for literally just standing up is so heartbreaking. I don't know why I just read that like I was back in middle school, but I did. Is what it is. Hey, dude, I'm gonna be real. He's not gonna get banned, right? This is probably not the worst thing he's done on camera, right? That depends on your perspective. A lot of people are new to Hasan. They don't know of him. So a lot of people are gonna be mad because obviously, you know, you zap dog. Oh, that's bad. A lot of people are gonna be mad about that shit, right? Is what it is, man. It happened, and I don't think it's going to happen again, which I think is the best thing that comes out of this. I bet you he doesn't do that on camera anymore. I bet that dog doesn't end up being utilized as a prop for a while, but I'm sure he's gonna turn around. You know, the dog's gonna pop up again, and you know, I use my dogs as props. They're laying down in bed, and I'm gonna, you know, instead of have the camera right here, right, I'm just, you know what, they're cute. Why not? I'm gonna keep my fiance out of it. I don't want y'all to see her drool. I don't know how she sleeps through this, man. Shout out to her because I'm able to grind at night and pump out these videos. By the way, hit the sub button. Let's get to 10K. Like the video, help push it out to more people. Comment down below with your own takes. I like having the conversations, talking about the nuance and stuff like that. I get back to everybody. It might take a little bit, but I get back to everybody. And yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. I don't think he's 100% guilty. If I went off of vibes, I think he shocked the dog for sure. I don't think a vibration would, you know, get that reaction, but maybe it did. But he did say she has a lot of neck meat, so maybe you have to bump that sucker up a little bit, you know, get a little bit more voltage in there just to get through all the neck meat. I don't know, but you know, it's just pointless, stupid fucking drama, and I'm here shamelessly farming it, seeing if this video does anything or not. And it is what it is. It's part of the game. Nothing against the guy. Hopefully he doesn't ever shock a dog again, because I don't think if you have a well-trained dog and he's, you know, he's very well off, you know, people give him shit because he's like a socialist or something like that, right? God damn, this fucking bug. Oh jeez, man, it's fucking annoying me just flying around my fucking ring light. But yeah, he's got resources. The dog looks like it's well trained, so I don't think he needs the shock collar. So is what it is. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.